I don't even know where to begin, to be honest. A little over a year ago, 14 months ago to be exact, I had quit my job. And at the time, I was working at a pizzeria called Rosati's, and I was earning like $16 an hour. At the time I quit this job, I was already making like 3K a month from YouTube, and I quit in order to go all in on myself. I just felt like it was the right move and the only thing, frankly, that I could do at the time. Because so now it's been about almost 2 years since I've been making the AI Guy YouTube channel, maybe like a year and 6 months. And so at the time, it just didn't feel right to continue working at this job, wasting my time where, I could do something bigger. So at the time, it was a huge risk for me, like a big nerve wracking decision. I quit the job. I had like, I still remember, I had like $1,300 in my bank account. I was like, that's it. I have to do it. It was like, I remember I had like cold goosebumps, really. The day I had actually, like my last day, I was both excited and scared. What if I failed or something? But anyway, fast forward to today. Today is April 10th, 2025. I'm here in Miami on the 34th floor with this view and in an Airbnb, random Airbnb that I rented for a month for no good reason. And I don't know exactly how much I made in April, but I do know that in the month of March I made like 42K, I believe, in the last month, something like that, 42, 45K. Just one of the businesses that I run, an info product, has done over $300,000 in revenue, hundreds of thousands of dollars with affiliate products. Life has basically changed. Here I was chilling on a yacht with my friends this past weekend. Hold up, I actually want to show you. And by the way, I am not showing this to you to like brag or show off. Just want to show you guys that it's actually all possible. First of all, to make some context, I'm not selling anything below this video. So, you have reasons to believe that what I'm saying is true since I'm not selling anything. And you can also click on my channel if you're new to the channel, subscribe, by the way. But you can go all the way down and see there is going to be a video which is called I'm Quitting My Job, Going All In on Myself. Something like that. You'll find it if you really want to see. You'll just look at me, you'll be able to tell like that I was essentially a brokey back then, like complete brokey, just lost in life but trying to figure it out. So anyway, I called this particular video you're watching right now POV, reflecting on my life. And yeah, just in this video I wanted to, first of all, say I'm grateful for this life. Honestly, it's insane. I've been dreaming about this since I was a teenager, essentially, about this life, the ability to travel, do whatever, do that, laptop work style. And this is my office, by the way. Like, I'm working on this balcony and I'm staying at this B&B for a month. I've been already staying here for like 10 days. And yes, every single day I've been working right here just because I can, just enjoying this view. It's surreal. And now, actually, since I'm reflecting, um, you know, I went on this journey in the past like year, essentially. If I could give some advice to some of you guys who are watching this, one of the bigger things that attributed to my success, I guess, some of you could call it success. There are people making a million a month. So, but in the grand scheme of things, I am making someone's annual salary per month. So I guess it's kind of success. But anyway, if I have to give advice to any of you guys watching this, I'll give a few pieces of advice throughout this video. But the first one is going to be you have to just be open minded to partnering with people. Of course, don't just accept anyone's offer or jump into the first deal that you encounter. That's not my message here. But be very open minded to partnerships. In fact, I doubt I would make this much money if it was just me and I wasn't partnering up with people. So at this point, I do have a few like business partners and sort of a joint ventures that I'm a part of, and it's always mutually beneficial, and it only triggers sort of a mutual growth, and it's just much much easier to grow when there is two, three, four set of eyes looking in all directions instead of you just being one. But anyway, that's kind of a random lesson that I had to throw in. And now to continue this video, maybe I can just reflect on what's coming in my life. And this video is going to be a part of the bigger series that I'm starting, which is documenting my journey of launching a hopefully $1 billion company. So that is what to come. I think if I went on such a parabolic journey in a year and I've achieved this, it's kind of cool, being able to just travel wherever, stay wherever. But I think there, like at this point, to me, it's a game, and I think that there are many more things I could achieve, unlock, and one of those or one of the vehicles for me to get there to those higher achievements and whatnot is building a SaaS. So I mean, it's already built, it's built out literally. It's just in the final deployment stages, and I'm launching it just in the coming weeks. I can't announce the date yet because it's not fully out of development yet. So I want to have that peace of mind knowing that the website is actually launchable, and only then I'll announce the launch date. But yeah, I am launching this website, and think of it as like AI tools marketplace slash encyclopedia slash guide. So if you want to just like find cool new AI tools, my website is for you. Or you want to do whatever that has to do with AI tools, my website should be of value to you. So that's like the core idea. And yeah, I mean, I have serious reasons to believe that this website will not just be some, funny 50K a month play. It'll be something that has the potential to really become a 8 figure enterprise. Like it's actually going to be big. So I don't know. It's just I'm recording all this and saying all this to just document this moment in my life where I am a lost 26-year-old entrepreneur. Like I'm not lost, right? But at the same time, I don't know what's going on. In a grand scheme of things, like again, a year ago, I was working in a pizzeria. Think about that. I was at the lowest layers of the society, objectively. And no offense to, if you guys are doing this actively right now, it's good that you're working. I'm just saying, objectively, I was all the way at the lows, lows, lows. I was not supposed to be here, but here I am. And now, to really propel this momentum, I am just doing something outrageous. By the way, that's also a very worthy investment. So I put down a lot of money to build this software out. Development is not cheap, and you guys will see it as like when you look at the website how high quality it is. And I'm not promoting it, by the way. There's gonna be no links down below. I'm just like hyping it up, I guess. So yeah, a lot of money is going in that direction, taking a risk. Risk is good, of course. I'm just, I've done this before. That's another thing. Like I'm anticipating insane growth, but only because I now have the confidence and the skill set of building AI guy from zero to something, so that now I can grab this a bunch of money that this AI guy business made and then reinvest it and build it into something even bigger, using the skill sets and the knowledge that I gained from building the initial business before, if that makes sense. So that's all exciting. Like I know it's gonna work. At this point, it's not like if it's gonna work, it will work. It can't not work. There's no such thing as failure here because I will not stop until it works. So yeah, it's just exciting. I mean, another thing is that I'm really kind of modeling my website on other websites that have proven to do well. In fact, the websites that I'm going to compete with have done millions of revenue, and it's like public data, and they continue to print to this day. So again, that's another thing that makes it all even more exciting. So it's a big journey ahead. Honestly, low key feeling like Mark Zuckerberg in 2006 right now, because I mean, it's not another Facebook, of course. It's really not. I don't want to be a clown, but at the same time, you never know. It could be worth a billy, given how AI industry is booming, and it's just anything that has AI in it, it just goes parabolic, and it will continue. AI is just it's like we're witnessing another revolution as far as that goes, like even bigger than the internet revolution. But I mean that's a whole other story. But I'm just saying that to prove the fact that yeah, it will boom. It will go absolutely parabolic. So yeah, interesting times. Anyway, guys, honestly, you just gotta lock in. Seriously, if you're still watching this video, it means that you're probably watching this to this moment to like hear me saying something valuable. You're looking to draw some inspiration, perhaps. I'm hoping that this inspires you in a good way. Like, I mean, yeah, it's just an apartment, of course. It's whatever, but at the same time, it's very rewarding when you lock in and you do this. It doesn't even hurt financially. When I say it doesn't even hurt financially, like I remember what it was like multiple years ago to not even have money to buy some food. Like I don't want to pretend like I'm some struggling person, but yeah, there was a point in my life that I precisely remember when I did not have enough money to simply buy food. I don't want to get into it why it was happening like that, but I've experienced that in my life. Like I was at an absolute rock bottom, and here I am. But so that only happens when you lock in, seriously. And my journey took me really, in total, probably 8 years of trial and failure and continuous learning But honestly, it could have all happened much sooner and much quicker if only I was locked in, seriously, and just not even locked in. It's not really, I guess, the right word here. It's being consistent enough, showing consistency, and it never stops. It's like self improvement. Once you commit to it, you just do not stop until you die, I guess, or you reach some kind of a logical point where you want to just retire from it. But until then, you do not stop. You show up every single day. That is what builds you into that different person. Now that recording has failed before, so I don't remember if I mentioned it here or I mentioned it in the previous version recording of this video, but I was saying the version of you today is not the same as the person who's capable of doing all these crazy high level things in the future. So the way you get there to that next level of you, the better version of you, is by showing up every single day and just doing the thing that moves the needle forward. As cliche and generic as it sounds, it is the ultimate recipe for success. There's no other way. The hard way is the way. Period. You should also just seek different mindset. The thing that helped me was I kind of brainwashed myself, and it's about to sound cheesy, but I was actually at the time, again, I was so cooked. I would again, just to draw the picture of how cooked I was, I would work at my pizzeria job and then come home to play video games. At the time I was like 23, 24. As a 23-year-old, I would come home from a minimum wage job and I would be okay with just sitting down and playing video games, and then go and sneaking out outside and smoking weed at night. And then in between the day I would eat like Taco Bell, right? Like that was literally my life. That's how cooked I was. Despite the fact that in the previous years I tried entrepreneurship, even when I was back in Russia before moving to the US, I tried it, but I don't know, I never made it work. I had a little skills here and there. Maybe I knew CapCut a little bit, but I remember precisely summer 2023, I was like, okay, enough. I have to lock in. Those thoughts started creeping into my mind. And that was kind of the sign that I had to take action, because I've experienced this before. I started multiple projects, but I always just burnt out. But at this time, I was like, okay, let's make it happen. I'll go to war with myself and I'll do it no matter what it takes. But I wasn't like that immediately. That's what I'm saying. You need to brainwash yourself into the right mindset. Now, again, it's about to sound cheesy, but I was watching like Andrew Tate, deadass. I was watching some of his older podcasts where he just says, things that are truthful, no matter how controversial some of the things that he says are, right? Like, I'm not talking about this, talks about, women rights. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the things he says that, hey, if you just, the things that I said in this video myself, he says that, hey, if you just show up and do, work on your business every single day, the chances that you will fail are practically zero, because, eventually you will get lucky. You will get lucky eventually. Trust me. I got lucky at some points, but you only get lucky if you show up every day. Because think about it. If you show up every single day, how can you miss a lucky day? Right? So I hopefully I just gave you a gem. And that gem I heard from Andrew Tate. So yeah, that is why you just have to brainwash yourself and watch videos like this. I mean, if you're watching a video like this, I'm not, relatively speaking, I know what I'm talking about, but that really means that you are on the right side of YouTube if this got recommended to you, which is good. Yeah, but I was watching him, or Luke Belmar is also a very wise person. So people like them, they just know what's up. Of course, you have to take it with a grain of salt, because sometimes they'll be selling you something. In fact, quite frequently they will be selling you something. So you just have to, like, use your brain here when it comes to brainwashing yourself. But you get my point ultimately. You see, it's also where I'm getting to. Kind of the next point I'm trying to pivot here is your reality and environment really consolidates, or not consolidates, correlates with your financial state and your actual brain and how cooked it is. So, for example, if you look around right now and your room is messy and dirty, that's probably not a good thing. That's probably partially why you are broke. Because when I was broke, my room was always dirty. Now it's more or less always clean, like, unless I just forget to clean. But it's like normally clean, and if it's not clean, I'll be irritated. But in the past, I was okay with it. Not like crazy dirty, of course, but I would just, like, throw empty bottle or something and just let it be there for like a week, and I wouldn't care to throw it away. Things like that. I would throw socks on the floor. I just don't do that anymore. And why am I even saying this? I forgot. Yeah, I was saying that because it all. Yeah, sorry. It all starts with your surroundings. So you might also consider just simply cleaning up your room and really just organizing your space. That could be a step to improve yourself. Now, besides brainwashing, another thing that is even more important than brainwashing, and like, you know, once you brainwash yourself, what you need to start doing is acting, right? Don't be an idea guy. I hate those idea guys. You know, you ever meet this person who's like, yeah, I have this crazy business idea, blah blah blah, and you're like, okay, so you got like a website? He's like, nah, bro, I need an investment to hire developers. Where in reality, you can really make a website in 10 minutes. And I'll be like, okay, but you got a payment processor signed up? Like, you're ready to take money from people? He's like, nah, bro, I gotta make LLC. And for context, when I started my info business, in the beginning, I was processing money to my personal account. So you really could do that. So stuff like that. Some people are just in their mind, but they never act upon it. So you do not need to be an idea guy. You need to be acting on things. You need to feel urgent about things, right? You need to have sense of urgency and just do action. As I already said in the video, action will build you up in the person who is capable of doing crazy things, right? Like crazy things. I don't want to sound arrogant, but truly, in all honesty, I'm now someone who's capable of just pulling together crazy shit. Like, I know so much. That's also kind of a problem, to be honest. Like, I know so much. I've learned so much about AI and content creation that I don't know what to do sometimes. There's so many opportunities that I just don't know what to do. But anyway, you only get to that level if you just simply lock in initially. I think I've already said this enough in the video. So anyway, I lost my thought there. I was talking about acting. Here's the thing. Imperfect action is better than perfect planning and lack of action or delayed action. Act today. Act now. Do something. If you're in a situation where you want to change your life, do something about it. You really can. Like, there's no reason to wait for tomorrow, because that tomorrow will never come. So yeah, do not wait to act, and just act every single day. Do something. And if you really apply those methods, honestly, like, I don't care who you are, where you are, if you just brainwash yourself into the right mindset, and then you pick up a skill or like a vehicle that'll, you know, or like a proven business model, whatever you want to do, drop shipping, YouTube automation, or just a regular YouTube channel, or affiliate marketing, whatever you want to do, selling AI agents. Pick a business model and then just start it. Like, try it, act on it, try it whether you like it or not, because you never know. Another thing I guess I want to say is, you really never know what's going to happen, what kind of connections you're going to make, what are you going to know, what are you going to learn. So go ahead and try a business model, but like, if you try, you dive. Like, really embrace yourself with it or in it. You know, just really dive deep into this thing, whatever you're learning. Maybe buy a course. Also be open-minded to it, because buying courses to me has also been like crazy. And it sounds cheesy because I sell a course, and my course is, or our community is quite cool. So if you want to join it, you can. But I'm not saying it right now to promote my community. I'm just saying objectively, I have personally spent probably at this point, over $25,000 on courses, and I bought in-person mentorships. So with my business partner, we went to a mastermind in Chicago and then in Nashville, which is super cool. So yeah, you also gotta use money to like accelerate your learning, because it's ultimately all about the information you have. Think about that. I'm able to do things I'm able to do because I know something that you don't. And then there's a guy who's doing $1 million a month. The reason he's doing 1 million and I'm not doing 1 million, and I only did like 42K last month, is because I don't know something that he knows, simply put. So it's all about information. Sometimes you can buy a paid course or a community. Now, it's not up to me to tell you who to buy from, or, you know, you just have to use common sense. You kind of look at the person, what he or she does, whether they are credible, and whether you just want to move forward with their product. Of course, do your due diligence, but yeah, ultimately, paid courses, paid education taught me a lot. It also made a lot of connections for me. So again, you just never know if you're gonna join a paid community. You never know the people you're gonna meet there. In fact, all the entrepreneur friends I have here in Miami, I kind of all met them through, you know, the paid courses world. So, and now I have like a group of friends here in Miami, and yeah. So you never know how it's gonna end up. And the last thing I want to say, I guess, is, again, I kind of mentioned it, but not enough, not opened enough, is if you try, you dive. And if you're really going to give something a try, 3 months is nothing. 6 months is nothing. I hear people say, oh, like, for example, on the main channel, I teach YouTube automation, which is a very much working, sustainable business model. And the idea, just in case someone doesn't know, I will explain in like 3 sentences. YouTube automation is like when you run a YouTube channel, but not like this YouTube channel where I'm talking here, but as like a television company. You just produce and oversee video productions, and then you pump out videos and you earn money, simply put. So I teach that, right? Obviously it requires a lot of videos posted, sometimes 30, 60 videos for your channel just to pick up. It's kind of common sense. I mean, it took Mr. Beast 5 years to just get traction, or whatever, however long it took him. Then I'll see people in the comments be like, yeah, I posted one video, it doesn't work, you're a scammer. Yeah, duh. You posted one video, and sometimes it takes like 2 years to just continue going. With me, a guy, on the main channel, it took 24 videos to get it monetized, but it also took 6 years of previous trials and errors. So, and yes, I was like giving up in seasons. There were simply seasons where I was like an entrepreneur for like 3 months, and then for like a year and a half, I was just a Jeffrey, a degenerate, just eating pizzas and smoking weed. And then I would try for like another 3 months, have that sprint. I'm sure you guys can relate to that what I'm describing right now, and then like burn out for another year. So don't be like me. And that kept happening because I would chase a goal, or I'd find an opportunity, I'll go for it, and then I would just burn out. The thing is that there's no such thing as burnout. Again, what I'm saying is, if you want something, you go for it. You go for 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Imagine working, and despite your burnouts, by the way. I mean, you can take a break for like one day. Sure, take a break if you have to, but there's no such thing as burnout. Don't tell me the word burnout. Uh, because I've experienced it technically. I looked it up, what you call burnout. Yeah, I've experienced it, but I just pushed through it. It's something you can push through. It's like the universe is testing you. If you think about it this way, then it becomes a matter of just overcoming it. And so, yeah, if you try something, you just try it until it works. It's like literally a sign. It's like energy. There's this idea that for every action, there's an opposite reaction. So if you're going to do something consistently enough, the momentum is going to build so strong and so high that eventually it's just going to explode, like some kind of a volcano, I guess. That's kind of the analogy I'm trying to make here. All in all, I've been kind of yapping for a little too long now, so I guess I'm going to be wrapping this video up. Shout out to you guys who made it all the way to the end of this video, and shout out to all of you guys who've been watching my videos on this channel and the main channel, and just following and supporting, and it's just been insane, honestly. Like, I cannot even imagine where I'm going to be in a year. Probably a multi-millionaire. I wouldn't be surprised. I would love to play this video back a year later. I will in fact set a reminder on my phone, so I surely don't forget. But yeah, I'm just really curious where things are gonna go, because I have a strong feeling that I am on the verge of something like tremendously big here. And in fact, I want to show you guys what I'm working on, that billion-dollar startup, so that you don't have to go to like another video and look for it. So here it is. I'm kind of covering up the name with my hoodie, just so you don't see it too early. But yeah, that's the thing. That's the website, and excited to launch it. But anyway, yeah, just chase your dreams for real. You see what's possible. I'm not the guy who's supposed to be here. I'm literally some brokey from Moscow, Russia, and here I am in Miami making 40 bands a month. That's funny. So yeah, do what you gotta do, and I'll see you at the top.